What time it is Sippin' with Sue time, and I am Szu-Moy, and if you're just joining us, we are talking with real people doing real things extraordinarily. So make sure you check out my YouTube channel and subscribe, hit the bell to get all of the latest content, and we are live also on Facebook. I'm here with Shanna Moll from Shanna Moll Studios, and welcome, Shanna. How are you?
I am doing great. Thank you so much.
Yes, we'll have cocktails later. It's
right?
fine, but it's all good. Do you guys like my new do? Is it beautiful or what?
Turn sideways so they can see all the colors.
Mm-hmm.
This, and it's human hair. It's a John Renault.
It's a John Renault.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. My favorite color is blue, and this is just lovely. So we're talking all things wigs, and so Shanna, tell us a little bit about your background and an owner of this beautiful shop.
Thank you. So I was a hairdresser for 29 years, and a young woman walked into my life, and I kind of went on her journey with her. I went to Israel, and something happened to me there. And I just have an undying faith for God. And what happened when I came back was there were these little things that were dropped in front of me, and I just followed them.
Okay.
And I've always been, my family's entrepreneurs. My husband, okay, we're gonna go get $100,000 loan and we're doing this. And he's like, what? And so literally 5 years ago, I opened the door and a receptionist, and now we have a team of 6.
Fantastic. And you were just mentioning before that behind us we have a few wigs, but just before you had 30 wigs in this room, and now you have...
Now I have about 60 wigs and 15 human hair, and it's interesting of adding something else.
Mm-hmm.
It blossomed all the time. Everything that I've done or thought about in this business is unbelievable, unheard of business growth. And it's because we're helping people who feel broken when they come in. And we have lots, we have from beginning stages all the way to profound hair loss, all the way to totalis, which means no hair.
Gotcha. And so tell us a little bit about the process of how you can come in and what you do to, work with the certain folks that you have coming in.
Well, so what we do is people call, and you can find us on Facebook and Instagram. First they call, and then they speak to the director, and she's amazing. She talks to you probably for about 5 or 10 minutes and gets your story. We're really, we're dedicated to our client. So it starts with her.
Okay.
And then you come in for a consultation, and we decide what's the best place to start for the client on their journey. And my philosophy is to start at the least expensive and the first place to start. Like, not have them come in and go, oh, you need a $10,000 wig, I meet them on their journey, and we figure out what they need.
Gotcha. And then you have a process of fitting them. Right now, I got this, but it's just thrown on. I've got really long hair, so it's just thrown on or whatever. And I've been to wig shops before and had a blast just trying on wigs and having a good old time. But this is very, very different. So how does that, you've got the relationship, you've got their story. How does that work in look?
So literally, when they come in, there's a process. We do something also called trichology, which is the science of scalp health and hair growth. And so you come in, and we give you very transparent. When you leave here, you have all the information and everything I've said. We teach through education. We don't sell. And so you come in, we decide what it is you need. Do you need bonded hair, which is hair that you can wake up and go to sleep and have your dream hair 24/7? Are you looking for daily wear? Are you looking for a clip-in? Are you looking for synthetic? Are you looking for human? There are a lot of choices. Are you looking for wigs? Now, what sizes wig do you need? What color wig do you need? What style do you need? And then you have to talk about what fiber that client wants to work with, because the fibers are very different and the way you take care of them are very different. So it really depends on where that client is. And one of our biggest things here is this is not vanity. This is sanity. It really is. It's amazing the lives that we get to touch every day.
So do you have a short story or one that stood out to you? You know, a client over the last the last 5 years that you've opened this up for.
That's
it. Yeah.
That's a hard question.
Just like, this is a story that really touched me.
Okay, so Miriam, who works here, I call her the director of beautification and sanitation. She cleans all of our systems, our bonded systems. She preps all the wigs. She started as a client. Okay. She came to us 3 years ago, and she didn't speak much English. And so I had a stylist here that could help. And she has something called frontal fibrosis alopecia.
Okay.
And what that means is the hairline starts to move back. It's a scarring alopecia. So once the follicle scars, there's no hair.
Okay.
So we told her what we could do for her. We need to do a custom system, and at that time it was $1,500. So she said, okay, and she left. She comes back a year later. She has saved her money because most of the money she sends to Honduras, to the village. And she came in, and it's really crazy. She had saved up the $1,500 for her piece. I had a client in here with her husband at the same time. I told them her story, which I typically don't do, but there was something that I needed to do. They paid for her system. Wow. And it was Valentine's Day. Oh. And the blog is on our website, and it's amazing. That story, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, and you're tearing up, and I'm tearing up.
I cry all the time. We do. We say we cry here all the time. Once when you come in and you feel so broken, and the shame and all the things that we shouldn't feel about something like this, or anything actually, but they come in and just, it's so hard, and so we talk, we cry. First time they come in, when we give them their solution is the next time we cry, because they're like, oh my God, I look like I did in high school. We've heard things like, now I can lose weight. Now I can get that promotion.
I'm motivated.
Right, because I'm bald and I don't care about what I look like, and I'm depressed, and then we help that. We actually help the whole being here.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
So where are we going the next 5 years?
So interesting that you asked that. I just bought a building.
Okay.
And so Shanna Moll Studios will be moving into that building in January 23.
Okay.
Well, I also have an educational program, and I teach all over the world. Thanks to Zoom, and as horrible as COVID
and all
was,
of these situations right here.
Right, and so what happened was I had to quickly think and change my in-studio education to one-on-one Zoom. So that blew up. So I have an educational program. Now I'm blessed to be able to work with my partners, John Renault. I'm going to be working with them and filming what I do best on a platform as certification for other hairdressers.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it'll reach so many people. And really, now that I have this going, my next thing is I want to teach all the hairdressers. Nobody knows about hair loss. Nobody. They don't teach it in school or anything. So that's what I'm going to...
Yes, fantastic.
Yeah.
So, based, how can folks get in touch with you?
They can go to our website, Shanna Moll Studios. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and I have to tell you, I work with people all over the country. Okay. So you need a wig, you need something, we also do that.
But it's better just to come in because there's a phenomenal staff. They'll booze you up with some vino,
right?
And you'll get to try on all these fun things and just fit it for you, because one size does not fit all.
Exactly, especially in this industry.
Yes, yeah, one size
does
not fit all. I mean, it's blown my mind, because again, I do love playing around with wigs and stuff, but it's blown my mind, this experience right here that you're able to give back to. Right. Because I mean, I don't know if your clientele is mostly female or male.
So
mixed.
Well, yeah, it's mixed. But what's interesting is it's an epidemic, and half of our clientele is under 45. We have people wearing hair from 14 to 80.
Okay.
And
everywhere in between.
Yeah.
Okay. But I know I can't speak for the men,
Yeah.
but as a female, you get a bad haircut
Yeah.
or anything that happens with your hair, I mean, you just feel like just down here, and then, I mean, it's renewal of life.
Exactly.
For
it's
sure.
interesting that the men that come in here are as insecure about their hair loss as the women, and we talk about that all the time. Like, I don't want to shave my head.
Right, yeah.
So.
I said, comb over, what do I need to do, right? Because they're keeping on to those last little bits.
And fibers and all sorts of stuff, and it's really hard for them until we help them.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I love it.
Well, I'm so happy that you're